Beavers welcomed the eagles, for both families had really big hearts under all that fur and feather. "Oh, I like 'em, eh?" the beaver told his wife. "Well, they're certainly different, honey," the eagle admitted. The two families soon became fast friends, and between them, they nursed the little eaglet back to health, which goes to prove that with the important things in life, turn to your neighbors, make them your friends, and you and your children will live happily ever after. Eh?
The field of classical guitar players is narrow. It was defined and expanded by the immortal André Segovia, who set standards that his followers will forever aspire to. You are now about to meet one of those followers who becomes dangerously close to the total mastery of the instrument. And in 1983, this young Canadian became the only North American ever to win first prize at the Segovia International Competition in Spain. Since then, he has been an acclaimed guest soloist with many of the leading orchestras of the world. The maestro would probably be very proud. Here to perform an excerpt from the famed Concerto de Aranjuez, backed up by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Orchestra, the incomparable Norbit Kraft.
Now, what can we say about a man who goes from king to lieutenant? Certainly doesn't sound like a promotion. But this king was from Kensington, and the lieutenant was Cagney and Lacey's boss. Well, no matter what his rank, he's a wonderful actor anyway. Please welcome Mr. Al Waxman.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm such a lucky guy. Lucky to be here tonight in such fine company. Lucky to have my wife, Sarah, and our 2 kids. And very lucky in my career, too. My first American series, Cagney and Lacey, ran 6 years. And what an experience, co-starring with Tyne Daly and Sharon Gless. How lucky can you get? I'll remember those 2 angels the rest of my life. Who was that? What was that?
Phone call, Mr. Waxman.
Really?
It's for you.
Now? Excuse me a second. Hello?
How you doing, champ?
Who is this?
It's me, Al Sharon. Sharon Gless? You know, one of the angels you were going to remember the rest of your life?
It's my pal, Sharon.
Oh, now I'm your pal. I thought it was your angel. Well, you see how fast I fell from grace.
You know, I was just telling the folks how lucky I am when you just called.
Oh, well, I'm glad I caught you. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you.
Oh, me too, Sharon. The place is jammed with celebrities. I really don't know what I'm doing here at all.
Neither do I, Al. But I wanted to wish you the very best of luck.
Thanks, Sharon. That's sweet of you.
I know it. But after all, I am your angel. I'll see you later, Al.
Okay, Sharon. Bye-bye. It's the first time I've ever been upstaged by a voiceover. But like I said, I'm lucky, very lucky guy. And I'm sure that everyone else here feels tonight that they're very lucky too. They feel the same way about themselves, I'm sure. And it's a real honor to be a part of this gala evening for cystic fibrosis. CF is on a roll now, and by working together, we can beat this thing once and for all, with a little bit of luck.
I doubt there's ever been a more successful musical than Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. Not only have the advances from London to LA set box office records, but happy audiences have been clamoring for more the world over. One of the starring artists they've been clamoring for more of is here with us tonight. She's a Canadian girl, educated in London, where she made her very notable debut in the original cast of the musical hit Les Miserables. And tonight, thanks to the generosity of the Toronto company of Phantom of the Opera, you are going to see and hear just what all the clamoring's about. It's about Rebecca Kane.
My one
Now, here's an example of hands across the border teamwork. He's from Oklahoma, she's from Vancouver, and they're touring America with a circus from Quebec. Cirque du Soleil. It's really made the big top big time. And why not? They get rave reviews wherever they go. Montreal's La Presse said, "Le public new-yorkais a été ravi, charmé, séduit." Clive Barnes of the New York Times said, "What the sunny Montrealers have is taste and style. Absolutely terrific." Canadians are very proud of their Cirque du Soleil, and we are proud to present two of its greatest comedy stars, James Keelan and Gina Baston. Allez-y.
Well, so what if he can plumber? Why doesn't he just tell me which color to wear? Could I use your tie, please? Could I use your tie? Would you mind?
What are you doing?
Just wait a minute!
Sorry.
What are you doing? I thought this was a duet.
It's a duet apart. You understand me? A duet apart.
How can you do a duet apart?
We're doing it now.
Stay there then.
You want to be a baker? Buy an oven. You want to be an opera singer? Pack a suitcase. Well, you're about to meet a great one, a great baritone, a Canadian, born in New York, studied in Toronto, and performed in London, Paris, New York, Tokyo, Berlin, Geneva, Florence, Munich, Nice, Toronto, Montreal, Philadelphia, and San Francisco, and Thunder Bay, Ontario. Happily, he jumped the old border just in time to join forces with Ottawa's Christ Church Cathedral Choir, and is going to sing for us Bach's and Gounod's glorious Ave Maria. Welcome home, Gino Quilico.
I've only recently had the pleasure of meeting Mrs. Mulrooney, and she is a very warm and gracious person with a great deal of compassion in her heart.
And it's that very compassion. That very compassion that has brought us all here tonight. And for many years, she has unswervingly dedicated her time to accelerating the research of cystic fibrosis and comforted its young victims. And it's with enormous pride and pleasure that we call onto our stage Mrs. Mila Mulrooney.
Cystic fibrosis is a child killer, second only to cancer. 1 in 20 adults carry the gene. If you and your spouse carry the gene, there's a 1 in 4 chance that your child will have cystic fibrosis and will die before the prime of life. It's a disease of the lungs and of the digestive system. Early on, a child becomes congested with thick mucus, and for this they need daily therapy, which consists of chest poundings to loosen the mucus to enable them to cough it up. To digest their food, they need 20 to 50 pills a day. A child with cystic fibrosis is very prone to infection, and they have frequent stays in the hospital. Antibiotics are administered through intravenous needles. It is an awful disease. But CF children and their families never complain. They have pride and they have courage, and they try to lead normal lives. So I'm here to complain for them, and I won't stop until we find a cure.
Fruity man, give away the mucker. Fruity man, give away the mucker. Fruity man, give away the mucker.
These are the children of cystic fibrosis. Beautiful, aren't they? But we never know how long they'll be with us. 20 years ago, they would not have survived adolescence.
They told us that the life expectancy was 20 years old. It was a little bit younger for girls.
The average age of survival is about 25, 30 years old these days because of the improvement in medical treatment.
I go to the doctors and get needles, get x-rays, and I have to spit in a cup.
You just kind of learn to sort of diagnose things before they really get out of hand.
But it just hurts for a minute, just till it's over.
It certainly makes you appreciate what you have. I mean, even though Ashley has cystic fibrosis, I would trade her in for anything.
Fruity man, give away the mucker. Mucker man, give away the people.
This is the Mouton family from Montreal. The 2 younger children have cystic fibrosis. Their parents do everything they can to provide a normal life, but there's nothing so painful than a child who is ill.
They are very good children, and you saw with the music, and they love their life. They're conscious about their sickness, but they accept it. The family life seems normal, but day after day we have cystic fibrosis in our life, in our house.
On s'est habitué, puis ça fait partie de notre vie. Je suis pas habituée encore à l'idée que mes enfants sont atteints d'une maladie incurable qui risque de les tuer.
Je savais pas ce qui allait arriver. Après ça, ben, j'ai plus peur.
We try to forget it, but it's always there, and we have to deal with it too. But we have to try to have a normal life too. And we have bad days, good days, like every family.
Daddy has cystic fibrosis.
In 1960, we had a name for it, and that was cystic fibrosis. And that's when I was diagnosed. I was 8 years old.
Marvin and I met at a hockey game, actually. And the first thing I found out about him, my girlfriend pointed out this fellow skating around the ice. And she said, "See that guy there? He's got cystic fibrosis." And I didn't even know his name at that time. The rest is history, actually. We've been married 14 years plus, and they've been 14 up and down years, but good years.
It takes a very special woman to live with cystic fibrosis. It's not every woman would be willing to take the chance.
Having to deal with possibly Marvin not being around until we retire and are able to travel around the world. But it's given me a real insight into having to deal with life and believing in life and accepting it for all that it can give you. And it's been a real joy in having a little boy.
The CF patients today have such a greater opportunity than we had as a group, my age group. They've got, the gene is found now, and there's going to be new treatments that are going to occur in the next 5 or 10 years that are just going to change the way we look after CF people.
Recently, cystic fibrosis had a dramatic breakthrough. At Toronto's Hospital for Sick Children, a brilliant research scientist, Dr. Lapche Choi, working with his team and a team from Michigan, isolated the gene, a critical step towards finding a cure.
There are 100,000 genes in our body, and to find one that's affected in cystic fibrosis is rather difficult.
When I heard the breakthrough for the gene, it was like a weight going out my shoulders.
This is a very important discovery, and then so we like to let the whole world to know all at the same time.
I was in the hospital when the gene was discovered, and I was alone and I had no one to tell, and I didn't know what to do. It was incredible.
It took us a long time to accumulate all the evidence, and that was tedious. And because it came so gradually, we didn't have the time to celebrate when we finally had the proof.
Finding the gene, all of a sudden, you say, that's great. Now we go on to finding the cure.
A cure, yes, but how soon? At best, it's years away. Meanwhile, the children suffer.
I hate cystic fibrosis.
Yes, Ashley, we too hate cystic fibrosis. The work by Dr. Chow and his team with their American counterparts is remarkable, but the work must go on. It will take time, and it will take money, and it will take an all-out effort from all of us to wipe out this dreaded killer. Only together will we beat cystic fibrosis. David Foster has been a wonderful, generous friend on this project. And with the help of Linda Thompson Jenner, he has written a beautiful song for us. It has special meaning for the children of cystic fibrosis. This is their song. Here are Canada's David Foster and Celine Dion to perform this gift of love.
I close my eyes and I go to sleep, knowing that time's not mine to keep. As the morning breaks and I start to wake, trying to make it through just for life's own sake.
I look at life now in a different way. Living each moment of each day.
Living each moment.
It's the same old sky, but it's brighter now. Don't let me walk this road alone. It takes some rain to make a flower grow. It's just a simple thought, I know. Oh, with your love and care, I will have no fear. I believe I'll have the life that I hold so dear. Help me now as I start to fall. Shelter me. I don't ask for much at all. All I need is just one more day. Give me some hope to dream upon. Give me some hope to dream upon. Don't let me walk this road alone. Help me now as I start to fall. Shelter me. I don't ask for much at all. All I need is just one more day. Give me some hope to dream upon. Don't let me walk this road
This has been a very special evening, and I have so many people to thank, and I want to thank all of you and all of them. My friend Barbara Bush made it that much more special for all of us. Barbara? Oh yes, there's someone else I'd like to thank. And I'd like to single him out for his constant support and encouragement. And I think you'll recognize him when you see him. Sweetie?
Had a wonderful evening. And on behalf of all of us, we would like to wish you all the happiest of holiday seasons.
Yes. And thank you, the audience, for being so special, so generous, and so caring about this cause, this important cause.
And long life for every one of you, especially the children of 65 Roses. Good night.